Welcome to Ask American. I'm with Chuck, and we'll be talking about driving in the United States and in Poland. So Chuck, you've been driving in Poland for a few years now, because you've got a driving license. Can you do you think it's more safer in Poland?
Oh, no, not even close. Yes, I've been driving in Poland for about 16 years. I've probably spent 5 years driving in Germany and a few other places in addition to being a driver in the United States. And so I have a lot of experience driving in different environments. And no, Polish roads are not safer than United States roads.
Well, that actually surprised me.
Why?
Since I thought Polish roads were maybe not that safe, but pretty safe. But okay, so my next question is, are Polish drivers more peaceful or more aggressive on the road?
I think some of them are too peaceful and maybe some of them are too aggressive, but I wouldn't characterize them as one way or the other. I think it's just individuals. I know that when we drive around Poland sometimes, we get stuck behind somebody who's driving 60, 65 kilometers an hour in a 90-kilometer zone, and you're like, why? That becomes dangerous in itself because they're obstructing traffic and they're going to make people want to pass them as opposed to driving the speed limit, and then we could all move along at the posted speed limit.
Okay, so you mentioned speed limits. Are speed signs similar to the United States or completely different?
Well, obviously ours are posted in miles per hour.
Yes.
And yours are posted in kilometers. But basically we have speed limit signs and you have speed limit signs. I will say that Poland actually has, to my knowledge, the highest posted speed limit of any country in the world.
Oh, so...
At 140 kilometers per hour on the A1 and the A2 and so forth. That is the highest posted speed limit of any country. Obviously, Germany has no speed limit, so you can go faster.
I've heard that.
But
I didn't know that. Oh, that's actually quite interesting. Okay, what about parking spaces? Are there more parking spaces in Poland or the United States?
If there was fewer parking spaces anywhere in the world than in Poland, nobody would be able to park anywhere. This country is missing a lot of their parking spots. So also, American parking spots are much bigger, maybe 50% bigger, depending upon where they're at.
So it's harder to find parking spaces?
In Poland, yes.
Yes, okay.
And one of the big differences that you probably are not going to realize is we have very few rondos. Poland has a lot of rondos. We really have only started using rondos in the last 5 or 10 years, and there's still very few of them. One of the most common traffic regulation devices we use is called a four-way stop sign. And that's when two roads come together and everybody has a stop sign, so everybody has to stop. And it's actually the safest traffic control device there is because it takes two people to break the law to have an accident. But it is very slow. Okay,
what about the quality of the roads? Is it better in the United States?
Oh yes, and that's one reason American roads are much safer. They have much higher quality roads, they're wider, they're straighter, they are well marked, and so that's one of the reasons for having much safer roads.
Polish roads aren't the best. My road from the school to home is very bumpy and it's very annoying. I hope they fix it really soon.
I hope they do too.
Are there much more is it a stereotype that Americans drive pickup trucks?
That's entirely true.
Oh.
I think the #1 selling vehicle, I know the #1 selling vehicle for the last 30 years has been the Ford F-150 pickup truck. And that's not the only company that makes pickup trucks, or even the only pickup truck that Ford makes. But it sells more than any car in America.
Oh, I didn't know that. What about electric vehicles? Do Americans ride more electric vehicles like Tesla or Polish people?
I don't know. I think it's depending upon where you're at in America. If in rural areas, there's very few electric vehicles, but in a city, I was recently visiting my sister who lives near Atlanta, and we saw a lot of electric vehicles in the big city where they have the infrastructure for it.
Have you had any encounters with road rage in Poland?
No, but I heard one time that my wife was very raged on the road, but that's just a rumor that I heard from somebody else.
Well, okay. Well,
you have to ask her.
Is it true?
No, it's not true. But I've seen him have some road rage, so.
Oh, well, so you lied. Okay, I don't have any more
We'll
questions.
say road frustration.
Road frustration.
Okay.
And I can't say that I've seen any road rage in America either, so, you know.
I think most drivers have road rage. Okay, I don't have any more questions. Thank you so much for joining me.
It was a pleasure being here with you.
Thank you. Well, don't forget to subscribe.
And like.